Or runs of Taxi. If you were looking for Corey Johnson and the Neutral Ground program, well, you're out of luck this afternoon because Cox Channel 4 Television and Spectrum Channel 333 TV, along with Oh So Fine 93.9 FM and 107.9 FM, and of course YouTube, have all decided to run reruns of Taxi instead of the Neutral Ground. Hey, didn't you used to work for NBC? Corey Johnson back at you on a Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, you right. Thanks for checking us out. You know the deal. It's a weekday afternoon. It's New Orleans. It's a little after 4 p.m. That means on the radio, on television, on YouTube. Live streaming, CoreyTalks.com. You can check out the program. 2 big hours coming your way. We go all the way till 6 o'clock. On Oh So Fine, 93.9 FM. Make it one of your presets. Oh So Fine, 93.9 FM. How about New Orleans' own 107.9 FM? 600 AM, a buddy of mine was in his car in Baton Rouge calling me and letting me know he gets it loud and clear. North Shore, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, even to the panhandle of Florida, 600 AM, a sneaky little AM signal. We're glad to be on that. Cox Channel 4 TV, that's right, the talk radio program simulcast on television for about 10, 12, 15 years now. Cox Channel 4 TV, 4 to 5:30, 90 minutes of fun on the television set. Spectrum Channel 333 television, same deal, 90 minutes of fun. That's all over Louisiana. If you're a Cox Television subscriber, Cox Channel 4, 4 p.m. weekdays. If you're a Spectrum Charter Television subscriber, Spectrum Channel 333, 4 p.m. weekdays. I told you, CoreyTalks.com live streaming. And yes, on YouTube right now. Just go to YouTube, go to the little search bar, put in Corey Johnson Neutral Ground. Kaboom goes the dynamite. You can watch us live. You can watch the show after the fact. Yesterday's program, last week's programs, all that on our YouTube channel, which I'm told you're supposed to click to subscribe, click on the notification bell, click on the thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. Anyway, that's that. Hey, our Humane May fundraisers going on more than halfway through the month. And we've raised a little over $3,000 total. Like 55% of the month is done, maybe 30% of the proceeds raised. Please donate right now. Please go to humanela.org and donate. And save cats and dogs and puppies and kittens and horses and goats. Literally knowing your donation's going to save animals' lives. Make animals' lives much better, more comfortable, more humane. humanela.org. Hey, coming up in about 10 minutes, we're going to go live to Baton Rouge. See what's going on at the legislative session. New Orleans representative for the East and the Lower Ninth, District 99 Rep Candace Newell will join us. And she's going to discuss her Crown Act, something that I don't know a whole lot about. But apparently, folks, black folks especially, wearing their hair naturally, they catch grief where laws have been enacted in multiple states, like Candace Newell's Crown Act. We'll find out what all that's about. Hey, you remember former Saint tight end Ben Watson? Who didn't like this guy? Just a great player on the field, like the Union rep, like Drew Brees off the field. Just, kind of a well-read, intelligent guy that when he gave an opinion, you kind of listened because he didn't just throw out a bunch of opinions all the time. I mean, it wasn't like he was soft-spoken, but he wasn't a loudmouth. respected, honorable, always about God and family, his wife, his children. You like this guy. He's got his priorities right. Ben Watson on Twitter about a soccer player in Paris, plays for a team in Paris, Pro League. And this soccer player is facing criticism because for the second year in a row, when this particular team wears rainbow-colored numbers on their jersey, giving a shout-out to the gay community, making sure folks are, aware of homophobic situations and kind of an anti-homophobic initiative by this soccer team. We're going to put these rainbow-colored numbers on the jersey. Last year, this player skipped that game. This year, that player skipped that game. It's obviously he's skipping the game because he's either anti-gay or homophobic. Ben Watson on Twitter writes, the NFL will try this soon. He's saying initiatives are in place, there's steps in place. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys either. Now, I tried looking at some past Twitter comments from Ben Watson, and I mean, as expected, Ben Watson doesn't appear to have any problem with any of the Black Lives initiatives about equality and fairness and being treated right, and all the slogans angled towards Black Lives Matter that the NFL has embraced on the back of helmets, on the field, in end zones, superimposed on television. Trying to get Ben Watson on the program, no luck yet, but the NFL will try this soon, talking about rainbow-colored numbers, something to support an anti-homophobia initiative. And Ben Watson says when the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. Yet they're supposed to be pressured or required to wear a jersey that has some Black Lives Matter slogan. Look, I don't care. I got the protest. I understood the protest during the national anthem. The TV cameras are on. The fans are there. Everyone's paying attention. It's about America, not protesting the flag or protesting the United States of America in the sense where I want to move to another country. It's a disappointment, black players, that black folks don't get treated properly still and get harassed by police and whatever. And you can say all kind of things. I mean, I think most folks generally believe in that, black and white. Obviously, black and most white folks. What's not to believe? I mean, I'm a white male heterosexual. Of course, I believe that, generally speaking. I'm pro-Black Lives Matter, not some spin-off group, or even if it's the founding members, say, of tagging the name and they're doing crooked stuff, enriching themselves. I mean, you get that with MAGA. You get that with all these decentralized groups. But the general thought, if that's your thing, yeah, I'm pro-Black Lives Matter. So I don't mind any of that stuff. I don't look at it. I don't look for it. Oh, gosh, it's the anthem going on and that guy's kneeling. I love America, and I like the NFL, and I respect these players, and even them doing it at that time. I never had a problem with it. You do, that's fine. We've had this discussion on the program. It's an issue from years ago. Have no problem talking about it again. But it's interesting, Ben Watson, the NFL is going to try this rainbow-colored number thing, and that's a problem. Black Lives Matter's not a problem. I don't quite get that and can't wrap my brain around that. You know, when black folks are like, black and brown, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I got news for you. I don't know many Latinos that connect themselves to black folks and civil rights. It's like, can you name them? I don't know any Latinos that connect themselves to black folks and civil rights. But gay folks are fighting for civil rights. It seems like black and gay folks more than black and brown, because Latinos seem to be doing their own thing. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, don't seem to want to be connected to black folks. I mean, I don't know about you. In New Orleans, I'm black. I'd say my biggest ally are white folks outside of the black community, more than Asians or Latinos in New Orleans. Maybe I'm wrong. You go, God, what a racist comment, Corey. Latinos and Asians are welcome to call, blacks, whites, whoever. Anyway, I don't get Ben Watson's Twitter comments. We'll talk more about that. Representative Candace Newell will join us from Baton Rouge. Corey Johnson with you. Yeah, you right.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot. NolaAC.com, your cool spot.
Come to Fausto's Italian Bistro. Age-old Italian recipes like the Italian sausage with peppers or the soft-shell crab ravioli. Lunch Monday to Friday. Dinner Monday to Saturday. 530 Vets, a block before Dorignax. Fausto's Italian Bistro.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof, now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anyway. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, the premier day spa experience, now with 4 area locations. Canal at Carrollton, on the North Shore and Slidell, in Baton Rouge by the Mall of Louisiana, and now in Metairie, West Esplanade at Transcontinental. The Woodhouse Day Spa.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
What actually lasts a lifetime? Not much, but at Helm Paint, we have something guaranteed to last a lifetime. Benjamin Moore's Regal Select. This paint and primer in one offers cutting-edge waterborne technology, smooth application, and long durability. Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore, your New Orleans paint store.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
This is what Drew Brees thinks about Super Discount Store in Chalmette. Actually, Brees doesn't think at all about Super Discount Store, but they do have the lowest prices allowed by Louisiana law for beer, alcohol, and wine. Super Discount Store in Chalmette. Super Discount Store!
Louisiana is unique. The food, the festivals, even the bugs. No, not mud bugs. Unwanted bugs like these. The ones you don't want crawling in your home or business. Trust the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We've been protecting Louisiana homes for over 50 years, earning the trust of our clients because we deliver what we promise. Protect your home from pests. Get the Shield from J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
When you think of Fury's restaurant in Metairie, you think about fresh local fish like flounder, snapper, and speckled trout, fried, broiled, or grilled. Fury's restaurant in Metairie.
Tommy's Lock and Alarms is now hiring service and installation technicians. Great benefits, great pay, take-home vehicle. Apply today. Tommy'sLockandAlarms.com. Rouse's Market is hiring. With 65 stores, full or part-time employment, and flexible scheduling, Rouse's has a job for you, or maybe even a career. Apply at any Rouse's store or online at rouses.com.
Yeah, you, right? Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson back at you every weekday afternoon on radio, on television. We're on YouTube. Hey, Rouse's Markets. Best quality, best price, best selection. 4 o'clock hour this afternoon brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Tastes like home. Over 60 Rouse's Markets. Did you know the Metro New Orleans area has over 20, or about 1/3 of all Rouse's stores are in Metro New Orleans? There's one in your neighborhood or near your neighborhood. Rouse's Markets tastes like home. Hey, let's head up to the capital city. What are those 39 senators and 105 House reps up to? We got one of them. She represents New Orleans, District 99, New Orleans East, Lower 9th. Representative Candace Newell joins us from the Capitol in Baton Rouge. How are you, Candace?
I'm well, Corey. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Oh, well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
I want to get educated. Want to know what's going on. What's the Crown Act all about? A bunch of other states have already initiated similar legislation into law. What's the Crown Act all about, and why is it so important here in Louisiana?
Well, Corey, the Crown Act, Crown stands for Creating a Respectful World for Natural Hair. And what it would do is it would ban discrimination based upon natural hair or the protective styles people decide to style their natural hair in. And it would end this discrimination on jobs, in school, and in housing accommodations.
And this mostly applies to black folks, or it applies to pretty much everybody?
It would affect black people more, because black people do have more curlier hair and are more prone to wear the natural hairstyles, but it would protect anyone who decided to wear their natural hair or to wear their hair in the protective styles. I'm noticing a lot of Hispanic women who are on television and news, and I've read several articles where Hispanic women, black women, and even white women of different descents have had curly hair, and they've either been dismissed from their jobs or told in order to keep their jobs, they had to straighten their hair.
Wow.
Or they had to change the way their hair was styled. I've had people from the medical community, doctors as well as nurses, male, female, white, and black, being told or taken off their rotations because they've styled their hair in protective styles. And anyone in your listening audience knows that if you have your hair in a protective style, that saves you a lot of time in the morning, especially when you're trying to get yourself together for work and your children ready for work. It saves a whole lot of time off that getting ready time frame. But these people have been, like I said, either had job offers rescinded or just fired from their jobs because of the way they simply wear their hair or from the way their hair naturally grows out of their scalp.
So I don't mean to ask like simple questions, but I think some folks might be confused out there. What is natural hair, and what is protected style?
Natural hair is just your hair, the way it naturally grows without any chemical treatments, without any heat processing. So when you get relaxers or perms or silk press, Brazilian blowouts, that's treating the natural hair.
Gotcha.
The protective styles would be cornrows, individual braids, anything that does not require heat and which protects the ends of the hair, which tucks the ends of the hair away. That's a protective style. Bantu knots, dreadlocks, twists. Those are protective styles.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand. Now, is there any limit to like dreadlock length or something like that, or there's no limit to any of that?
If your job requires you to have your hair a certain length for health or safety reasons, this legislation would not prohibit that. We all know that state laws do not supersede federal laws. So federal laws will always be the supreme law. But if you if your policy is to have short hair, this would not prohibit an employer from having those policies in place, such as our firemen, our police officers, some of our other first responders. They're required to have short hair, clean-shaven faces. This would not prohibit those types of work areas from having those standards.
Like as an employer, I can't say I thought Candace Newell and the Duck Dynasty guy had the exact same qualifications, but I hired Candace because she doesn't look like the Duck Dynasty guys. I think those guys might scare people away with the long beards. That would be illegal for me to do that?
Well, it doesn't. This bill does not address facial hair, because I did want it to pertain to everyone, men, women, and children. So this bill does not address facial hair.
What if I was just like, Representative Candace Newell looks respectable, and the Duck Dynasty guy shaved his beard and he just has really long, wild hair, and I don't know, even in a suit, if that guy will look respectable. That's against the law, that basically.
I couldn't tell you who to say looks respectable or not, but if you asked him to tie his hair up, or that he had to wear it above the collar, it should be the same for the Duck Dynasty guy and Representative Newell.
Of course. No, of course. But, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. This law probably doesn't apply to you, though, really, how you wear your hairstyle, right? Or do you change it up so sometimes it would apply to you?
Yeah, it would apply to me because I do have a color. I do color my hair. So that is the chemical treatment I have in it. But I do not have a relaxer in my hair. And my hair is naturally extremely curly. So it will protect me in that sense. And then right now, that extremely curly hair is in a protective style. I have individual braids now. And I do wear it up in a bun on top of my head, and sometimes I wear it in a ponytail, simply because I don't personally believe that the length that my braids are is respectful for the position that I hold.
No, I kind of do too. I agree with that. That would be my own thing. Like, it'd be the Duck Dynasty guy and a black guy with long braids, whatever. Like, hey man, we wear a suit in this job, or and we maybe can you tuck your hair in? And I would require it for anybody. I don't care if they're black, white, Latino, gay, straight. That would be okay as long as it's a work requirement for everyone, right?
Work requirement for everyone, and if you told them if your hair is fine, you just need to tuck it in. That's fine. It needs to be at your collar. That's fine to allow.
Where do you think all this started, Candace? Just like white people being the boss in control, not understanding black people and their hair and protective style, natural hair treated, don't understand any of that. They just wake up, wet their hair, and white guy walk out the house with it, brushed. And then maybe not, since they don't understand it, intimidated by it, the natural human reaction. I guess people, instead of asking questions and learning, they're critical. Is that maybe how it started, where just ignorance and racist?
I do believe that may be where it started, because that is some of the conversations I had last year, saying that I just don't understand why this is needed. I'm getting those conversations again this year, but not as much as I did last year. So it's I believe some people are starting to become a little bit more sensitive to the issue.
Yeah, no, that's why I wanted to get you on, so people maybe could better understand it that don't get it.
And I appreciate that. And I wouldn't expect, my colleagues, all of my colleagues, to get it, because the standards of professionalism have been straight hair and more of the Eurocentric characteristics. But I also appreciate my colleagues who are sensitive to it and are saying, I don't understand why somebody would discriminate, because it doesn't affect your ability to do the job. And I appreciate them seeing it like that. And those are my colleagues who are more willing to vote yes for the legislation. And, I get some that say, I don't understand why we need this. But But then when I go on to explain to them and tell them the experiences that some of our constituents in this state have had, then they say, well, let me look at it again.
Yeah.
And we all different. We're all different. And I don't believe that there should be any form of discrimination against somebody simply because they're different, especially if it's something that we had absolutely no control over. When the good Lord made me, I didn't have any say. Oh, I want to be a shade darker. I want to be a shade lighter. I want straight hair. I didn't have those desires to ask of. I came out the way I came out.
Yep.
And the way my hair grows out of my scalp is the way it naturally grows out of my scalp. And I should not be seen as any different, any less than, or not qualified for because of the way my hair grows out of my scalp. And I don't believe that opportunities should be limited to me because of that. And I don't believe that that should happen to any person who doesn't have those that characteristic of straight, silky hair.
Representative Candace Newell, thanks so much for the time this afternoon.
Thank you, Corey, for reaching out anytime. I'd love to come back. You were fun to talk with.
No, we'll definitely do it again. I got some other topics I'd love to discuss with you. Thanks, Candace.
Thank you, Corey. Y'all have a great day. Thanks.
That's District 99 Rep Candace Newell from New Orleans joining us from the Capitol. Corey Johnson with you. Don't move.
Kanye West was seen shopping at Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
Okay, I think Kanye was talking about something else entirely. Super Discount Store on Paris Road in Chalmette.
Custom window treatments can enhance the look and value of your home. At Helm Paint Out Window Shutters by Scandia. Perfect for any window, including large frames, French doors, sliding doors, and arches. American-made SL300 shutters are available in many colors to match your personal decor. We'll come out to measure, and you'll receive fast delivery. Plus, they're virtually maintenance-free.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore let us steer you in the right direction.
Helm Paint and Supply.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Which Metro New Orleans area restaurant made CNN's Top 50 in America and ThrillList.com's Top 25 and has served presidents at the White House for over 40 years? Trey Yen in Mandeville.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for onealarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Did you know Rouse's sells only Angus beef? Angus beef's natural marbling means more succulence and flavor. Whether you choose Rouse's USDA Prime, Choice, or Select, it'll be only Angus beef when you get it at Rouse's. Tastes like home.
Enjoy outdoor dining on the streetcar line, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe, the finest in Middle Eastern cuisine, Carrollton at Jeanette, Lebanon's Cafe.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you. No, you don't want to do what you want to know what I do? I get out the shower, my hair's wet. I find the part that I use, and I brush it, and I walk out the house. And it just dries, and this is what it is. No, black folks have major problems with their hair. It's not easy to deal with. And natural hair, protective style, that's low maintenance. I get all that. I'd probably have cornrows too. I would actually have like that 2-inch fro. I'd have the pick. I like that like 2-inch fro, the old Kobe Bryant fro. Like 1.5 inches, 2 inches off the head. Uniform. That thing was pretty bad. ASS. Corey Johnson with you. Our Humane May fundraiser going on. HumaneLA.org. So I guess if I had the 1-inch fro, Jason, or 1.5, 2-inch fro, it'd be natural. Humane May fundraiser going on. HumaneLA.org. Please donate. I like Ben Watson. I hope I can get him on the show because I think he's smart, he's respectful, he's well-spoken, he knows what he's talking about. But he might be a little homophobic. I don't know. I know Ben Watson is very religious. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. That's my faith. I don't downplay it, but I don't promote it. I don't go to the mountaintop and sing it out. I'm not constantly talking about it. I think if you listen to the show or know the show, it could be weeks. Man, I don't even know, Corey, believe in God or not. I hadn't mentioned it. Ben Watson mentions it's a lot. When I think of Ben Watson, I think of former Saint tight end, and then I think of a guy that talks about Jesus and his wife and his children. He has his priorities right. I don't have a problem with that. But when it becomes maybe evangelical-ish, like hyper-religious, where it falls into that homophobic type situation, then I have a little bit of a problem with it. Ben Watson on Twitter about a I shouldn't say a French soccer player, a soccer player that plays for a professional team in Paris, a French soccer professional team. This player's facing criticism for skipping games where the team wears rainbow-colored numbers to support anti-homophobia initiatives. So once a season, twice a season, this team will put the numbers on, and it'll be a special jersey with the rainbow, colors. And he skips the game. And it's happened a few times, and he's getting criticized for it as being homophobic, anti-gay. Ben Watson, who I know is a major supporter of Black Lives Matter, he an NFL rep, he was the union rep. I'm sure he has a lot of input on the comments that are on the back of helmets, on jerseys, on the field about Black Lives Matter. All the different comments that the NFL has been pushing. I don't have any problem with any of that. I'm pro Black Lives Matter. It's a decentralized group. A lot of folks just want to think it's one thing. I know a bunch of left hardcore liberals. They think MAGA's one thing. They think Trump and MAGA is one thing. There's no difference in MAGA. These are decentralized groups. You know, I'm sure there are huge Trump supporters. I know there are huge Trump supporters that hope he runs again, want to vote for him. They are hardcore conservatives. They just don't like Democrats and liberals. They condemn January 6th. They condemn it. They're MAGA. The people that, it's January 6th, a lot of them were MAGA. They're the same thing? No, I don't think so. Two groups go to the Capitol under the Black Lives Matter guys. One is marching with white people, black folks, with cops. That's the goal. They march to the Capitol. Another group goes, that's it? And then they go march on the police station and throw bricks and water bottles at police and all that. Those two groups are the same. They're both under the Black Lives Matter banner, but no, they're not. So you can't just lump it all together like the women that came up with the moniker Black Lives Matter apparently are enriching themselves with donations to their group of Black Lives Matter. There are hundreds of Black Lives Matter groups around the country, all different names. Some of them, I assume, are insanely righteous. Some of them are setting themselves up and stealing money. It's like anything else. Black Lives Matter, MAGA, anything. I mean, I sit here and hype HumaneLA.org, Humane Society. There are groups that are supposed to be helping animals that don't. They don't spend 96 cents of every dollar on the animals. They don't do what the Humane Society does. So you can't just put the umbrella under all groups. So I'm pro Black Lives Matter. I'm a native New Orleanian. I'm aware of what's going on. Ben Watson on Twitter about this soccer player playing for the French team that skips games when they wear rainbow numbers on the jersey, supporting anti-homophobia initiatives. Ben Watson says on Twitter, the NFL will try this soon. It's in the works. It is inevitable. It's going to happen. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. And that is mind-blowing to me. Hey, Black Lives Matter, gay lives don't, or there's some homophobia there, or they're not equal, they're not civil rights issues. I'm lost. Because when I'm Black Lives Matter, I'm for black folks being treated like me, a white heterosexual male. The skids are greased for me. I never have to worry about getting pulled over by a cop because I'm white, or being in the wrong neighborhood because I'm white, or going somewhere where I'm white. But I'm for women getting equal pay, and you know, you just heard Candace Newell about hair. I want a woman to get the same amount as a man doing the same job, and that isn't the case. That's insane. That's crazy. It's 2022. Asian, Latino, treated equally. Homosexuals, treated equally. I don't care how flaming, how in the closet, doesn't matter. Treated equally. And Ben Watson saying the NFL is going to try this soon, where there's going to be some anti-homophobia initiative. Now, the NFL's probably 75% black. I know in the inner city, hyper-evangelical sect of black America, there's a homophobia out there. I mean, black folks, the evangelicals they might be registered Democrats. When it comes to homosexuals and abortion, they are hyper-conservative. Hyper-conservative. I'll never forget when that Chick-fil-A thing went down with the gay comments. I go do a man on the street segment. I got to get back to doing those. Did a man on the street segment at the Chick-fil-A, interviewed 10 people, 9 white people, and this one black woman. One white guy was truthful and the black woman was truthful. The other 8 white people were full of you-know-what. I'm here for free speech, freedom of speech. Has nothing to do with freedom of speech. Zero. You're here because you're anti-gay. The one white dude's like, I drove in from Laplace. I'm a preacher. The Bible says the homosexual, I'm not against. He was more compassionate towards the gay people than the 8 white folks that were lying, saying it was the First Amendment. And then the old black lady, 70-something-year-old black lady, was just like, same thing as the white dude, the preacher, it's gay is wrong and all that. I'm like, hey, at least they're delusional, but at least they're being truthful, I could at least respect it. Maybe there's hope for them. Their minds might be able to be changed. The other raider steps way behind it, like lying about why they're there. For free speech. I mean, could have said for spaghetti and meatballs. There's no spaghetti and meatballs at Chick-fil-A, and it had nothing to do with free speech. No, but I respected at least, even though I disagreed, respected that they were being truthful. No, it's going to be interesting when you have a league that's 75% black and you have, come on, I mean, the NFL, that's what's so comical about John Gruden getting let go from the Raiders. Do you think the derogatory term about women and a particular part of their body isn't said to players across the field? Homosexual or gay slurs aren't said during NFL games? Are you kidding me? I'm sure it's a whole lot less because of we're in 2022 and it's wrong. And some of the players wouldn't think it's wrong. It's just, it's political correctness. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get fined or something. So it's less, but if you don't think that goes on, you're absolutely crazy. Crazy. Ben Watson on Twitter. The NFL will try this soon, talking about rainbow-colored numbers on jerseys, something like that, an anti-homophobia initiative. And Ben Watson says, when the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. And that's mind-blowing to me. Wear the Black Lives Matter jersey, but don't wear the gay jersey, the anti-homophobia initiative. When the NFL probably has a homophobia problem compared to most jobs. Is that a stretch for me to make that assumption? That the hard-hitting, violent NFL probably has more of a homophobia problem than most jobs. Plus, I guarantee you, percentage-wise, every single team in the NFL has a gay player. You'd be a fool to bet against that. You'd be a fool to bet against that. Some NFL teams have 2 or 3 gay players on that team. They're 1,800-plus players. Go with the percentages of the gay population in life, and they'd be the same as the gay population in the NFL. Corey Johnson with you. Painting my home once and painting it never again. Unless I want to, if I want to change the color. And since it's affordable, I can. It's real simple. When it's time to paint your house or paint anything in Metro New Orleans, 7 locations, time to paint. Helm, Paint, and Decorating, a no-brainer.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Rouse's Markets means convenience. Every one of our 65 locations opens at 7 a.m., some at 6:30, and they're open until 10 p.m., with some staying open till 11 or even midnight. Convenience. Rouse's Markets. Tastes like home.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region, with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for one of these coveted positions, go online to tommyslockhandalarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
When you think of Fury's restaurant in Metairie, you think about the freshest local seafood anywhere.
shrimp, oysters, speckled trout, flounder, snapper, soft shells, crawfish. Fury's Restaurant in Metairie.
The city's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa with 4 area locations: New Orleans, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and Metairie. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. NOLA.woodhousespas.com.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Louisiana is unique. The food, the festivals, even the bugs. No, not mud bugs. Unwanted bugs like these. The ones you don't want crawling in your home or business. Trust the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We've been protecting Louisiana homes for over 50 years, earning the trust of our clients because we deliver what we promise. Protect your home from pests. Get the Shield from J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Recently, Kim Kardashian was seen at Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
Let's party.
Can you think of any other celebrities that won't sue us? Super Discount Store in Chalmette. The lowest prices allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and cold beer. 3235 Paris Road.
Come to Fausto's Italian Bistro. Age-old Italian recipes like the calamari fritti or spaghetti and meatballs. Lunch Monday to Friday, dinner Monday to Saturday. 530 Vets, a block before Dorignax. Fausto's Italian Bistro.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot.
Have a painting project but can't decide on the perfect color? At Helm Paint and Decorating, we offer half-pint paint samples in any Benjamin Moore color for under $5, so you can test potential paint colors before investing in a full gallon.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
Yeah, you, right, Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson with you on the radio. Thanks for finding us. Make it a preset. 93.9 FM, 107.9 FM, 600 AM. Hey, the show's on TV right now, too, in New Orleans, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, North Shore River parishes, Cajun country. Wherever Cox Television is in Louisiana, I'm there. Spectrum Television, Charter Television in Louisiana, I'm there. Cox Channel 4, Spectrum Channel 333. Hey, go to YouTube, go to the search bar, put in Corey Johnson Neutral Ground. You can watch the show live. YouTube, Anchor, iTunes, Spotify, all over the place. Corey Johnson, Neutral Ground. A Humane May fundraiser continues. Please donate. HumaneLA.org. Ben Watson, former Saints tight end, on Twitter about a soccer player that plays for a professional team in Paris. At least once a year, the last few years, this team has put some rainbow-colored numbers on their jerseys to support anti-homophobia initiatives. And this particular player has missed those games, skipped those games. Ben Watson tweets that the NFL will try this soon. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. Now, I really want to get Ben Watson on the show. Ben, it's okay to wear jerseys that have Black Lives Matter stuff on them, but not jerseys that are pro-gay or anti-homophobia initiative type thing on them. Rainbow flag or numbers. That's basically what he's saying. The NFL will try this soon. It's like a warning to players. And you shouldn't be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. But you are forced or pressured to wear the Black Lives Matter jerseys. Now, me, I'm an NFL player. I'd proudly wear the Black Lives Matter initiative stuff. And I'd proudly wear the anti-homophobia initiative stuff. But the NFL's a hard-hitting league full of men that are tough. And if you're not tough, you're a beep, you know. choose your word. It's probably sexist towards women or something that's a homophobic slur. Carjack City. It doesn't stop. After being carjacked, a woman hangs onto the hood of her car for 3 blocks yelling. Thank God some police were there and stopped the suspect and arrested him. But a woman hung onto her car. That's not recommended. You get carjacked, let the car go. Hey, the Aquarium of the Americas is getting a $41 million upgrade. I love it. Kind of expanding towards the east of the building, towards Waldenburg Park a little bit more. The insectarium is going to be included into that. That's brilliant. Insectarium and aquarium in the same building. Smart. I think the insectarium used to be in the old Customs House building over there on, what is that, Canal and Decatur, Canal and North Peters. I think they moved out of that, though. That's an incredible building. It really is. We have some architecture in New Orleans that's just mind-blowing. The old U.S. Mint on Esplanade at the river, the Customs House on Canal Street, basically, at the river. I mean, just amazing buildings. And old, and, I mean, the Supreme Court, Louisiana Supreme Court building in the center of the French Quarter. It's incredible. Incredible. I knew a guy that used to give opinions all the time. He was like, tear that building down. It doesn't match the architecture of the quarter, and make it a park right in the middle of the quarter. Interesting. Hey, J&J Exterminating, I got the shield. You should have the shield. You know what's about to happen? Like any moment now. It might be tonight, tomorrow night, early next week. It's coming soon, and you know it. Those swarms of termites. It's going to happen like boom. Boy, Corey was just talking about that. Look at all those termites swarming around that light. I don't even worry about that. I don't turn out lights because I've got J&J Exterminating. I've got the shield. They installed the Centricon system with the Termidor bait, and they're constantly checking on the system they installed. So I do not worry a second about termites eating my house, because I got the shield, J&J Exterminating. You can do the same thing anywhere in Louisiana. You hear me on radio, you see me on TV or YouTube, wherever you are in Louisiana, you too can get the shield, JJEXT.com.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Yeah, JJEXT.com. Corey Johnson with you. On a Tuesday afternoon, hot, summertime like weather, it's here. We're not having that extended spring gimmick we had last year. That was a blessing. That was the most incredible May and June in my life. We had about 6-7 days of 90 degrees in all of May and all of June last year. We've already had that many, and we're in May. You know, it's normal. This is a normal year. Last year was a fluke. Global warming, climate change, something. An OB-GYN convention of about 4,000 scheduled for the convention center in New Orleans next year. They've canceled. They've canceled the convention over Louisiana's potential abortion law, the one that would kick into place automatically if the U.S. Supreme Court 86's Roe versus Wade. So just, Louisiana, we're going to be ahead of the curve. We're never ahead of the curve on anything. But this abortion thing, when Roe versus Wade gets thrown out, immediately, right away, the Louisiana's tough abortion law goes into play. We're so geeked up about that stuff. We can't educate a kid, can't bring in a job, can't pave a road, can't catch a criminal, but we are proactive when it comes to abortion law if the law changes federally, which it hasn't yet. And just because of our mentality here and how hell-bent we are on embracing a change in Roe versus Wade, an OB-GYN convention of 4,000 doctors with deep pockets that spend a lot of money, 4,000 of them, canceling their convention next year in New Orleans. That's brutal. There's more of that to come. Thank you, Baton Rouge Legislature. 93.9 FM, 107.9 FM, New Orleans. Corey Johnson with you.
For years, you've been hearing about the virtues of Springfield Wellness Center and their successful treatment of over 1,000 individuals who overcame their substance addiction. Now it's your turn. Here's Springfield's founder, Paula Norris Medier.
Our Brain Restoration Plus Detox Treatment is an intravenous nutritional supplement that restores the brain's chemical imbalances. Our patients detox with minimal withdrawal symptoms. It also blocks the craving, which is unbelievable and which is why most people say they have a hard time believing, but it restores neuron function. Many treatment programs use one drug to get you off of another drug. At Springfield, we treat the problem. Addiction is first a brain disease. If you or a loved one suffer from substance abuse, please just give us a call.
Put your addiction behind you. Call Springfield Wellness Center now. 504-291-2800.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Where can you find shish kebab in New Orleans? Lamb, beef, chicken, shrimp, plus all your other Mediterranean favorites. Lebanon's Cafe on the streetcar line. Lunch, dinner, and shish kebab. Lebanon's Cafe.
At Home Paint and Decorating, our paints are in it for the long haul. In fact, our top bench of more exterior paints come with a lifetime warranty. Not 25 years, not 50 years, we mean forever. You heard right. At Helm Paint, our top exterior paints have a lifetime warranty against chipping, peeling, and flaking. They also are mildew resistant. Imagine painting your home one time and being done with it. Visit any one of our locations today and make that once-in-a-lifetime purchase. Paint that has a lifetime warranty. Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Rouse's, New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's has the only full-service grocery stores both in the French Quarter on Royal Street and in the CBD on Baronne in the old Sewell Cadillac building. The Rouse's on the river, Tchoupitoulas at Napoleon, is in a century-old warehouse. And uptown on Ferret at the corner of Valence is Rouse's all-new boutique store. With 7 locations in Orleans Parish, Rouse's is New Orleans' grocery store. Rouse's Markets. Taste like home.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Louisiana is unique. The food, the festivals, even the bugs. No, not mud bugs. Unwanted bugs like these. The ones you don't want crawling in your home or business. Trust the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We've been protecting Louisiana homes for over 50 years, earning the trust of our clients because we deliver what we promise. Protect your home from pests. Get the Shield from J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Oh boy. Not trying to be redundant and repeating myself, but I love the Jetsons cartoon, especially when I was a kid. Haven't watched it in years, but I could probably watch a few minutes of Jetsons if I saw it. And I love this theme song. Real musicians playing real instruments.
Meet George Jetson.
That's a flute or a piccolo.
His boy Elroy.
Those are string instruments.
Daughter Judy.
That's a badass New Orleans style trumpet.
Jane, his wife.
That's a piano. They're playing chopsticks. Those are horns. Thank you, Mr. Drew Brees, formerly of your New Orleans Saints, formerly of the National Broadcasting Company Sports Department. Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you on a hot summer like Tuesday afternoon. Rouse's Markets phone lines are wide open. 5 o'clock powwow. We're ready to take your calls, your thoughts, your comments. 504-766-9480 is how you dial us up. 504-766-9480. You might be listening on the radio, oh so fine, 93.9 FM. You might be checking us out on television, Cox Channel 4, Spectrum Channel 333. You might have found us on YouTube. Yeah, live on YouTube right now till 6 o'clock. Same rules apply. Jason, a.k.a. the Ragin' Cajun, a.k.a. the Man in Black. 504-766-9480. He's fielding your phone calls via the Rouse's Markets phone lines. 766-9480. Our Humane May fundraiser going on. HumaneLA.com. Please donate. HumaneLA.org. My bad. HumaneLA.org. Please donate, and please donate generously. That's right. Thank you, Boo Boy. Hey, if you missed the 4 o'clock hour, you missed a lot. Representative Candace Newell joined us from District 99 right here in New Orleans. New Orleans East, the Lower 9. Finding out her Crown Act, natural hair, style, mostly applying to black women and men, get discriminated against wearing their hair in a natural way. She just said, you know, if the rule at the office is everyone's got to wear their hair up, then everyone wears it up. Don't just tell black folks to do it. Apparently it has become a problem. There's a bunch of states that have similar laws, a bunch of states. Louisiana apparently is about to, if Representative Candace Newell's Crown Act initiative is passed, her bill turns into law. Wanted to get her on to discuss it. She joined us in the 4 o'clock hour. Ben Watson on Twitter about a soccer player from Senegal who plays for a professional team in Paris. He's facing criticism again, second year in a row, skipping games where his team wears rainbow-colored numbers on their jersey to support anti-homophobic initiatives. Ben Watson on Twitter says, the NFL will try this soon. It's already in the works. It's inevitable. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. That's from Ben Watson. Now, I'm pretty sure Ben Watson helped get the Black Lives Matter initiative into the NFL as a players' union rep, and maybe even some of the slogans and comments that are used. How can you be pro-Black Lives Matter on the NFL uniforms and helmets and on the field, part of the NFL product. But you're saying, hey, this gay initiative's coming down the pike, this anti-homophobia initiative. The NFL is going to try to make you wear a jersey with some kind of rainbow on it. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. That is mind-blowing to me. My head imploded like Humpty Dumpty. I've been gluing my head back together all day. I like Ben Watson. Liked him as a player, like him as a person. God-fearing, always about his kids and his wife. Good values. I think maybe a little too religious, a little too evangelical. Basically, Ben Watson saying Black Lives Matter on NFL jerseys and helmets, cool. Anti-homophobia initiative, not cool. I don't know if that's because Ben Watson's very religious, evangelical. The Senegal soccer player on the Paris team, apparently it's his religious beliefs. His religion requires that he's homophobic. Boy, that's a nice trick. I mean, I think the Bible, you read stuff like darker-skinned people are lesser. They're supposed to be like slaves. Women are supposed to be subservient. I'm a white heterosexual dude. I should be embracing that Bible. Everyone's lesser than me. I'm the king in the Bible. I'm the man. I'm heterosexual, male, and straight. I'm the king of the Bible. Black people are beneath me. Women are beneath me. Anyone with darker skin. And I'm an Arab, too, which is ironic. You know, my brother's black hair, olive skin like my mom, like my oldest sister. Me, my other sister, another brother are more like my dad. No, it's just, I don't know. I like Ben Watson. I want to get Ben Watson on the show because I want his take on this because maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. Maybe Ben Watson was like, I'm pro-Black Lives Matter. I didn't want any message on the jersey, which I don't think was the case. So what I'm getting is Black Lives Matter, cool. Anti-homophobic initiative, uncool. And I just think that's beyond hypocrisy. It's about oppression, right? Isn't the overall umbrella on this oppression? And black folks with slavery and all of it don't have, you know, the control or ownership of that. There's a lot of other folks. I remember in the 1880s, I was around back then, by golly. There's a sign on the dock in New Orleans for a day's work on the dock in New Orleans, 1880s. Whites, $1. Italians, 75 cents. Blacks, 50 cents. Irish, 25 cents. So a white guy, an Italian, a black guy, or an Irish guy work an 8-hour, 10-hour shift on the dock in New Orleans in 1880. The white guy walks away with $1. The Italian guy walks away with 75 cents. The black guy walks away with half of what the white guy got. And the Irish guy gets half of what the black guy got. That's just how it was. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's an absurd, ridiculous thing. But Irish were below blacks. There was a reason Irish dug the New Basin Canal and not blacks. Stinks, Jason, in 2022, PC and all that. I have so many fun jokes I could make right now that I just can't make, you know? You just can't do it. I had one today on Twitter where somebody replied back, you know, thinking I'm racist. Some said something like, are you the spokesperson for the coloreds in for the Negroes of New Orleans? And I wanted to reply back, Negroes, it's coloreds, you know, but that would not go over well on Twitter at all. I'm still living down the thing where some local female media type on Twitter was like, I'd like to have a baby. And I was like, I can help on that. And it looks like, you know, there's no inflection or sarcasm. It's just, I can help on that. You know, that's what the message I think she got. And everyone else, dude, wow. I'm like, oh, I guess that falls in the PC, you know, So, yeah, can't do any of that stuff on the old Twitter device. Inflection and sarcasm doesn't play. I can help with that. Babies, yes, I can help. Not one person laughed. All of them were like, dude, gee, guys, girls, just what? Just thought I was just like some of you pervert. I'm just like, yeah, that's me. Wow. Hey, you can email us, Corey@CoreyTalks.com. GQ on the North Shore says he needs reparations. Corey@CoreyTalks.com. I got no problem with reparations for black folks in the form of education, college tuition, maybe mortgages, things of that nature. No problem. Cash handouts are utterly ridiculous. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, so I'm getting cash for great-great-grandpappy from 1848. Just crazy. Corey Johnson with you on a summer like Tuesday afternoon, and we're still in May. Ouch. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Holla.
With 65 stores, full or part-time employment, and flexible scheduling, Rouse's has a job for you, or maybe even a career. Apply at any Rouse's store or online at rouses.com.
Super discount store in Chalmette.
3235 Paris Road.
The lowest price allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and beer.
Worth the drive from anywhere.
If you're throwing a party and need wine, alcohol, and cold beer, super discount store in Chalmette.
Come to Fausto's Italian Bistro. Age-old Italian recipes like the calamari fritti or spaghetti and meatballs. Lunch Monday to Friday, dinner Monday to Saturday. 530 Vets, a block before Dorignax. Fausto's Italian Bistro.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamar Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Louisiana is unique. The food, the festivals, even the bugs. No, not mud bugs. Unwanted bugs like these. The ones you don't want crawling in your home or business. Trust the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We've been protecting Louisiana homes for over 50 years, earning the trust of our clients because we deliver what we promise. Protect your home from pests. Get the Shield from J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot.
When you think of Fury's Restaurant in Metairie, you think about their daily lunch specials like red beans and rice, black-eyed peas, white butter beans, liver and onions. Daily lunch specials. Fury's Restaurant in Metairie.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for one of these coveted positions, go online to tommyslockandalarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
The city's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa with 4 area locations: New Orleans, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and Metairie. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. NOLA.woodhousespas.com.
Pretty excited. I got the Rouse's Butcher to cut me some, I guess it's called an airline chicken breast. It's a boneless, skinless, let me correct myself. It's a boneless chicken breast, but because the drumette is still hooked on to the breast, the skin is still there. So it's the drumette hooked onto the chicken breast, which is boneless, but totally skin intact. So, makes for a real tasty chicken breast. I just cooked that skin a little extra crispy and kind of burn some of the fat out of it and make it a little bit healthier. I guess you could take the skin off and just eat that if you were worried about real health, or peel the skin off before you cook it, but what's the point of that? I want some of that fat and flavor. That's what it's all about. Season it up. Hey, 5 o'clock Power Hour on this Tuesday, brought to you by River City's Total Maintenance. Every day we broadcast live from the Buddy Deliberto, River City's Total Maintenance Studios. It's hot out there. If your AC's not working right, or worse, not at all, NOLAAC.com. Fair and Honest Lucas and the boys, air conditioning experts, come immediately right now. If your AC's not working right, or worse, not working at all, don't stress out. NOLAAC.com. Fair and Honest Lucas and the boys will get it working tonight. NOLAAC.com. I'm kind of embarrassed for Ben Watson, to be quite honest with you, because Ben Watson is not stupid. He's intelligent. He's not ignorant. He's intelligent. He reads. If he doesn't know something, he finds out about it. He has opinions. I loved him as a player, liked him as a person even better. About faith and his kids and his wife. He's got his priorities right. Ben Watson's the kind of guy you hope your son grows up to be, or your daughter to marry, that type of guy. Love Ben Watson. And then these comments today, and I'm just embarrassed for Ben Watson. I'm like, too good of a guy and too smart of a guy to think like this. Ben Watson on Twitter commenting about a soccer player in Paris from Senegal, plays for a professional Paris soccer team. He's facing criticism because he skipped games where the team wears rainbow-colored numbers on their jersey to support anti-homophobic initiatives. Ben Watson on Twitter tweets that story and then comments on it. The NFL will try this soon. There are things in place right now where they're working on this. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. I'm blown away by that. Be forced or pressured to wear the Black Lives Matter jersey, which I'm for. I'm not against that. But I'm also anti-homophobic initiative. I'm pro anti-homophobic initiative. I'm for gay rights as well, females as well. I'm anti-oppression. No, it's mind-boggling to me. It's sad. I mean, when black folks in America today, black and brown, if you're talking Latino with the brown, you are wasting your time. Do you know of any Latinos or any Latino group that is connected with a Black Lives Matter group and connects themselves as like, we have the same problem as black folks? Latinos are discriminated against, of course. But Latinos do not seem to want to connect themselves to black folks and Black Lives Matter at all. So when Black Lives Matter or black folks say black and brown folks, you should be saying black and gay folks. Because the gay folks do have major civil rights issues, just like black folks do. Someone tweeted me today, yeah, gay folks didn't have, laws against them. Slavery, 3/5, couldn't vote, all that, gay folks today have laws against them. There are laws in the United States. Gay folks, didn't the Supreme Court just pass where gay folks could adopt? Had to go to the federal level because some states don't acknowledge it. Gay marriage, same thing. Are you kidding me? The trailblazing athletes of the 60s, Jim Brown, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, becoming Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, actors that were in the mid to late 60s on the front lines for civil rights. Today, Jim Brown, Kareem, they're like, the gay community's the exact same thing. The fight is the same. They're going through the same thing we were going through. Now, the black community should embrace the gay community. But in inner city America, in the black community, there's a lot of homophobia. And you throw in the black evangelical community, a lot of homophobia. Inner city black folks are majority in America, Democrat and liberal. Unless you're talking about abortion and homosexuals, they are hardcore, extreme, wacky right wing. As extreme right wing as it gets. Next door to Attila the Hun. Hardcore right when it comes to abortion and homosexuality. No, I'm embarrassed for Ben Watson. The NFL is going to try this soon. He's talking about jerseys with some rainbow flag or rainbow numbers. When the time comes, he's saying this, when the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. Like players were forced or pressured to wear the Black Lives Matter jerseys. It's mind-boggling to me. It's hypocritical. It's sad. And it hurts Ben Watson's credibility, and it hurts Black Lives Matter. It's pretty simple. Not with me. I'm on board. I'm anti-oppression, so I'm on board 110%. I just think this hurts for the marginal person, the guy or gal we're trying to lure over to the righteous side, to drop the bag of bricks, homophobia, sexism, racism. Drop that load off your back. Free yourself from that burden. What a nightmare. Life's tough enough. I'm going to make up crap to make it worse. Homophobia, sexism, racism, please. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. What do you think? Rouse's Markets phone lines are open. Jason, a.k.a. the Ragin' Cajun, a.k.a. the Man in Black. Fielding your phone calls, 504-766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Carjack City continues. After being carjacked, a woman hangs on to the hood of her vehicle for 3 blocks, screaming and yelling as the carjacker drives off in the vehicle. Luckily, NOPD happened to be there, and they blocked the car, saved the lady's life. The perp ran off. They caught the perpetrator. An OB-GYN convention that was slated for New Orleans and the convention center next year. 4,000 doctors with deep pockets, staying at high-end hotels, eating at high-end restaurants, buying a lot of stuff at Canal Place and Adler's and Rubenstein's and all that, spending money, economic impact, tremendous. 4,000 doctors. OB-GYN convention, they cancel because of Louisiana's potential abortion law. We just do not think in Louisiana. You remember we snagged that NBA All-Star game because North Carolina had some homophobic law they were about to pass? They lost the NBA All-Star game. New Orleans scooped that bad boy up. Now we're doing the same kind of stuff. We have an abortion law set to go into play. It isn't law unless Roe versus Wade is repealed. So we have a something in place like, in case Corey and Jason, a.k.a. the Raging Cajun, play hopscotch, the law won't go into place. Like there's something in place in Louisiana, like we're ahead of the curve, like in case the feds change the law, let's be prepared. Only would it be something like an abortion law. Only. It's not about economic development or safety or infrastructure, education. There's no way. Those four things are unimportant. But being cutting edge about hyper-evangelical and religion and abortion, we want to be there. We want to have a law in place that even if the feds don't change the law doesn't mean anything. But the minute they change the law, our law would go into effect immediately. If the feds change their law, you know what that did? Scared 4,000 OB-GYNs away from a convention scheduled for New Orleans next year. Canceling their hotel reservations. The Ernest M. Morial Convention Center goes empty. Absolute insanity. Hey, TV audience, see you tomorrow. Radio audience, YouTube, we go till 6 o'clock. CoreyTalks.com, live streaming till 6. YouTube, Anchor, iTunes, Spotify, television, radio. I'm tired. Hey, our Humane May fundraiser continues. HumaneLA.org. What are you waiting on? You like cats and dogs and kittens and puppies, goats and horses? You want to make sure animals are treated right? Why don't you donate? HumaneLA.org. HumaneLA.org. Please donate, and donate generously. It's a great cause. HumaneLA.org. Corey Johnson with you. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 504-766-9480. It is the 5 o'clock power hour on a hot summer like Tuesday.
At Home Paint and Decorating, our paints are in it for the long haul. In fact, our top bench more exterior paints come with a lifetime warranty. Not 25 years, not 50 years, we mean forever. You heard right. At Helm Paint, our top exterior paints have a lifetime warranty against chipping, peeling, and flaking. They also are mildew resistant. Imagine painting your home one time and being done with it. Visit any one of our locations today and make that once-in-a-lifetime purchase. Paint that has a lifetime warranty. Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
My Sittu, that's Arabic for grandmother, used to make the best football kibbe. You can experience kibbe just like my grandmother used to make, and so many other Middle Eastern favorites on the streetcar line, Lebanon's Cafe.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, the premier day spa experience, is now more convenient than ever. Now open, the Woodhouse Day Spa, Metairie location, West Esplanade at Transcontinental. Metairie and Kenner's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa.
Louisiana is unique. The food, the festivals, even the bugs. No, not mud bugs. Unwanted bugs like these. The ones you don't want crawling in your home or business. Trust the Shield from J&J Exterminating. We've been protecting Louisiana homes for over 50 years, earning the trust of our clients because we deliver what we promise. Protect your home from pests. Get the Shield from J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, your cool spot.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for one of these coveted positions, go online to Tommy'sLockandAlarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right, Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
Which Metro New Orleans area restaurant made CNN's Top 50 in America and ThrillList.com's Top 25 and has served presidents at the White House for over 40 years? Trey Yen in Mandeville.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Super discount store in Chalmette.
3235 Paris Road.
The lowest price allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and beer.
Worth the drive from anywhere.
If you're throwing a party and need wine, alcohol, and cold beer, super discount store in Chalmette.
Come to Fausto's Italian Bistro. Age-old Italian recipes like the calamari fritti or spaghetti and meatballs. Lunch Monday to Friday. Dinner Monday to Saturday. 530 Vets, a block before Dorignax. Fausto's Italian Bistro.
Yeah, you right. Hey, you tooling across the causeway right now? Checking us out at Oh So Fine 93.9 FM. How about Trey Yen for dinner on a Tuesday night? Mom, Dad, the kids will love that. Plus, you get a big to-go order and some extra tong cho sauce for heating up tomorrow. Or maybe even late night later after dinner. Trey Yen's phone number, 985-626-4476. 626-4476. If you're on the causeway, fire in a big to-go order at Trey Yen right now. I love the curbside delivery, too. You don't even leave the car. Pull right up front. They walk it right out to you. Trey Yen in Mandeville, so good. Don't forget about those lunch specials, too. Tuesday through Friday, like $8, $9, $10 for gourmet Chinese cuisine. Great lunch specials at Trey Yen. If you're thinking fast food and you're in or around Mandeville tomorrow, don't. Go to Trey Yen instead. You'll be much happier. The Aquarium of the Americas is getting a $41 million upgrade. They'll expand the facility eastward, the continuation of the existing building. And the insectarium that used to be at the Customs House, that insectarium will now be in the aquarium as well. You'll get like a 2-for-1 there. Brilliant idea. I love the upgrade. That is going to be, will continue to be a great tourist attraction for the city. Carjack City, that is. After being carjacked, a woman holds onto the hood of her car for 3 blocks. Luckily, NOPD officers were there to stop the car. I mean, this guy might have been jerking the vehicle around, locking up the brakes, trying to fling the woman off the hood of her own vehicle that he was stealing. Police stopped the vehicle, saved the woman's life. The perp jumped out the car, ran off. Police caught that perpetrator, arrested that perpetrator. an OB-GYN convention of about 4,000, a conference locked and loaded for New Orleans next year. 4,000 doctors with deep pockets. They cancel that convention over Louisiana's potential abortion law. Because we're so cutting edge in Louisiana, we have great roads, great education system, low crime, and a booming economy, no pollution. Things are just fantastic here. It's a magnet. Retirees want to come here, the whole 9 yards. We're set. We've got everything under control. So if Roe versus Wade were to be overturned, as many are speculating that it will be this summer, Louisiana has a law in place already. Don't wait for the Roe versus Wade to be overturned and then the next legislative session do something, if you want. Do it before the law is even overturned. Boy, does that send a message. Hey, here in Louisiana, we are so anti-abortion. Extreme on it. Extreme on it. I mean, one bill was about the woman or doctor, the doctor participating, the woman that was having the abortion, they'd both be charged with homicide, a murder. So these OB-GYNs, you know what they do? There are 4,000 of these doctors. They're canceling their convention in New Orleans next year. That is a huge economic hit. And this is just the start. There'll be other groups that cancel their conventions about worthless, stupid, ignorant, insane laws. I don't know what it is in Louisiana. We're so dumb and dopey that, hey, this will get us in good with God and he'll tighten us up for all our mistakes and stupid crap we do. I don't think you read the Bible and understand God too well. God gives us free will to choose. He gives us free will to choose. And we choose poorly, and God knows it. Our education system's terrible. We yell to God. We don't care about these children we create. We don't care if they're educated. We know more education, more in the brains, better than less, and we don't care, Jesus. Infrastructure. We don't care that our roads are dangerous and beats up cars and things of that nature. Makes it prohibitive for, fire, ambulance, police to get from one point to another. We don't care, Jesus. Don't care, God. Economic development, competing with other places, we don't care. No, I honestly think that's the mentality because we're like children. Man, we'll get in good with God and he'll tighten us up if we do this abortion law. What it did, and it's crazy because it's not even the law of the land. It just tells these OB-GYN the mentality of Louisiana. And they're like, why would we want to go there and help them out? There's so many other places we can go and help those communities, enjoy ourselves in those communities like we would in New Orleans, and we don't have the baggage of this yesteryear thinking. So good job, Louisiana legislature. A law that isn't even active because the feds would have to change a law is already running off conventions in New Orleans. Excellent work. That's difficult to do. It's really hard to do something like that. It really is, to mess something up like that. You have to be really creative and special to do it. And by golly, we are. Ben Watson, man, I kind of feel sorry for the old Saints tight end. I love this guy, even more off the field than on the field, and I loved him as a player. On Twitter, he felt compelled to comment about this professional soccer player who plays for a Paris, France team. He's from Senegal, and for the second straight year, he's facing criticism for skipping games where his team's jersey, they were going to wear rainbow-colored numbers on the jersey to support anti-homophobic initiatives. Ben Watson felt compelled to retweet that and post this. The NFL will try this soon. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. That is mind-boggling to me. Hey, Black Lives Matter. Civil rights for black folks, wear those jerseys. Gay rights, civil rights for gay people, don't wear those jerseys. I know Ben Watson is intelligent, and I also know Ben Watson is very religious, very pro-guy. I have my faith. I believe in God. Ben Watson's more outgoing about it, more proactive, speaks about it more. So I know that. Maybe he's very evangelical-like. Maybe he has a warped literal translation of the Bible. There's so many ways to interpret any of the mentions of homosexuality in the Bible. I mean, back then you had adult men with young boys and young girls, like underage, like young. So maybe it was about that, like adult men shouldn't be with young boys or girls. Anyway, I'm just giving you one of a gazillion examples. Everybody thinks their interpretation of the Bible is the correct interpretation. The NFL will try this soon. That's what Ben Watson says, talking about some kind of anti-homophobia initiative. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys. But if it's Black Lives Matter, you better be pressured or forced to wear that jersey. I don't know. I just think Ben Watson is being absurdly hypocritical on this. I'm hoping there's some point I'm missing. That's why I'm reaching out to try to get him on the program, because the tweet looks terrible. Terrible. And then I reply to the tweet, and he doesn't reply back to me. And somebody replies like, does that apply to Black Lives Matter? And Ben Watson, what do you mean by that? Like, man, ignore that tweet. That's kindergarten stuff. My tweet's legitimate. Why don't you answer my tweet? I was like, that kind of was pretty weak, I thought, on Ben Watson too. But no, hopefully he gets back to me. I like the guy, want to get him on the show, and I want to hear his take. But from what I'm seeing and reading and understanding is he's saying, hey, Black Lives Matter, pro-Black lives, civil rights, those comments or thoughts on a jersey, no problem. Anti-homophobic, pro-gay thoughts on a jersey, that's a major problem. Don't allow the NFL to pressure or force you to do that. That is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. After being carjacked, a woman hangs onto her hood of her car for 3 blocks until police save her. Insane. Carjack City lives. OB-GYN convention for next year in New Orleans. 4,000 doctors with deep pockets. They canceled it because of Louisiana's potential law. That I say potential. It isn't even, viable. The Supreme Court would have to overturn Roe versus Wade for this law to go into effect. But because of Louisiana's belligerent mentality, these OB-GYN, 4,000 of them are not coming to New Orleans for a convention next year. They canceled it. All the hotel rooms, all the restaurant reservations, all of it. All the money they'd spend at Rubenstein's, at Adler's, at Canal Place, Saks Fifth Avenue, all the money for the city, gone. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday afternoon. Hey, Latrum's with you, and they're hiring. Latrum, the global manufacturing giant, is hiring. Hey, you East Bankers, you West Bankers, their Elmwood facility has a job for you. North Shore folks, you don't have to come across the lake. They got you covered at their Hammond facility. Latrum.com for a full listing of positions available. And it's not like 3 or 4 job openings. It's dozens and dozens of job openings. Latrum.com. Latrum spelled L-A-I-T-R-A-M. Corey Johnson with you. Jason, a.k.a. the Ragin' Cajun, a.k.a. the Man in Black. Fielding your phone calls. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 504-766-9480. 504-766-9480. Hey, they're open till 9 p.m. tonight. I'm talking about Fury's Restaurant in Metairie. How about some local fresh seafood? Sadly, the local mom and pop place in New Orleans, most local mom and pop places, nearly all of them, they cut corners. They'll serve frozen seafood. They'll serve stuff from out of state, even out of the country, getting shrimp or crab meat from Asia, crawfish from Asia. It's insane. Fury's for nearly 40 years. John and Manny Fury, they got not one but two great old school seafood purveyors here in town, supplying them with flounder and snapper and speckled trout, soft shells, crawfish, shrimp, oysters, all from local waters, minutes away from Fury's, all local, all fresh, never frozen, never from out of state or out of the country. They're open till 9 p.m. tonight. Hey, don't forget the gumbo and the onion rings. Fury's Restaurant in Metairie.
Ford F-150, #1 seller in America. What about in the USA? Let's see, what about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamarck team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal. Everybody having a great experience at Lamarck Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good. And we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Recently, Kim Kardashian was seen at Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
Let's party.
Can you think of any other celebrities that won't sue us? Super Discount Store in Chalmette. The lowest prices allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and cold beer. 3235 Paris Road.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Hi, this is Joey Helm. My dad, Bunky Helm, had a vision of a locally family-owned store serving the residential and commercial paint needs of New Orleans. I think Dad would be proud of today's Helm Paint and Decorating, and here's why. We have the best technical staff in the business, providing the best color matching service in Southeast Louisiana. Perfect matching for any color and any brand. And we'll save your colors so you don't have to save those old cans. Helm Paint offers free 2-hour delivery. Our in-store decorators will assist you on deciding what color and type of paint to best showcase your home. But most importantly, as your local independent Benjamin Moore dealer, our products provide the greatest value in the paint industry. Superior coverage, and Benjamin Moore paint simply covers better and lasts longer. New Orleans is a city of vibrant color, and no one else provides the paints of New Orleans like Helm Paint and Decorating. Visit any of our 6 locations or online at helmpaint.com.
Helm Paint, let us do you right. Helm Paint and Supply.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Rouse's, New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's has the only full-service grocery stores both in the French Quarter on Royal Street and in the CBD on Baronne in the old Sewell Cadillac building. The Rouse's on the river, Tchoupitoulas at Napoleon, is in a century-old warehouse. And uptown on Ferret at the corner of Valence is Rouse's all-new boutique store. With 7 locations in Orleans Parish, Rouse's is New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's Markets. Taste like home.
The city's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa with 4 area locations: New Orleans, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and Metairie. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. NOLA.woodhousespas.com.
For years, you've been hearing about the virtues of Springfield Wellness Center and their successful treatment of over 1,000 individuals who overcame their substance addiction. Now it's your turn. Here's Springfield's Dr. Richard Medier.
For over 20 years, we've successfully treated patients with substance abuse issues and have also had success with patients suffering from chronic stress, depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. We uniquely address restorative issues at the cellular level that impact mental health. We treat our patients with an intravenous nutritional supplement that helps restore various brain functions. Most of our patients have greatly reduced withdrawal symptoms. We work toward maximizing nutritional conventional interventions while utilizing traditional medication interventions when needed. Our treatment works toward restoring the brain's health while returning the patient to a normal, dependent-free life.
Put your addiction behind you. Call Springfield Wellness Center now. 504-291-2800. That's 291-2800.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot.
When you think of Fury's restaurant in Metairie, you think about the freshest local seafood anywhere. Shrimp, oysters, speckled trout, flounder, snapper, soft shells, crawfish. Fury's restaurant in Metairie.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for one of these coveted positions, go online to tommyslockandalarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
Yeah, you right. It's a New Orleans institution since 1940. Young's Dry Cleaning, 82 years of excellence. If you want to experience the best dry cleaner in the city, youngsdrycleaning.com. Yeah, if you're tired of your dry cleaner, youngsdrycleaning.com. Our Humane May fundraiser continues. Please donate at humanela.org. humanela.org. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. Hey, if you missed the 4 o'clock hour, Representative Candace Newell joined us from the Capitol in Baton Rouge. She represents District 99 here in New Orleans East, Lower 9th Ward. We were talking about her Crown Act, about natural hair and legally not being able to discriminate against it. I think it's about 15, 18, 20 other states have similar laws. Ben Watson kind of blew me away on Twitter today. Felt compelled to retweet about a Senegal soccer player who plays for a Paris, France professional team. For the second year in a row, he's skipping games where the team wears rainbow-colored jerseys to support anti-homophobia initiatives. Ben Watson says, the NFL will try this soon. It's already in the works. When the time comes, players should not be forced or pressured to wear those jerseys either. Trying to get Ben Watson on the program because all I can do is read what he says and go, boy, is this hypocritical. The NFL, it's okay to have Black Lives Matter initiatives on jerseys, but not an anti-homophobia initiative? Isn't it about oppression? They wear the pink, shoes and, about breast cancer awareness for women? What's the problem with an anti-homophobia initiative in a not dominated league? Very few women anywhere in the NFL. Obviously, every player's male. 75% or so are black. The mentality of the NFL player, black or white, it is, destructive. It's forced. There's a problem the NFL has. Hey, in between the lines, play that violent football game. Off the field, no violence. Sometimes it's hard for these players to separate the two. So derogatory terms used about a player who's weak or not as strong or appears to be wimpy. It's not those things. You're weak. You're not as strong. You're wimpy. It's the women's female body part. It's a homophobic slur. That goes on in 2022 in the NFL. Just ironic. Ben Watson's smart. He's outspoken. He gets it. He's basically saying, hey, Black Lives Matter? Cool. Gay Lives Matter? Not cool. Like they're different or something. They're both civil rights issues. They're very much alike. Black folks that are, you know, fighting for civil rights, that black and brown people, I got news for you. I don't know any Latinos that want to be connected to black folks and that fight with them together. Black and brown together. I never see it. I never see black and Latino together. What black folks should be saying, not black and brown, should be saying black and gay. More in common there as far as the civil rights fight. No, but there's a homophobia in parts of the inner city black community, in the evangelical black community. I mean, more conservative than a lot of right-wingers when it comes to homosexuals and abortion. No, Ben Watson, sad, disappointing. Black Lives Matter, okay. Anti-homophobic initiative, not okay. Don't get that one at all. Hey, thanks for joining us. Thanks, Jason. Thank you for watching and listening. See you tomorrow, Wide Open Wednesday, straight up 4 o'clock, 93.9 FM, New Orleans. Thank you, Blue Boy.